All right. Okay. So let's have a little fun. If you're not licensed yet, you might have a hard time figuring this out, but you can still play along with us. So, okay, I'm gonna play a game. Everyone ready?
Hmm.
Team? Yay.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen again. All right.
Yeah, message to pick it up, pick them up.
Okay.
Go.
All right. Here we go. I have some scenarios. And one of the things as a licensed professional, what we should be able to do is when we meet people or we know of people, or we go to a dinner, we go to a networking event, or we're talking at a we're at a bar and we're just talking to 10 people during happy hour and we're connecting. We should be able to identify a need for each person that we talk to. It is a skill set that we should be developing. It's like playing the guitar. You can't play a guitar if you don't know notes, if you don't know how to put it together, if you don't know how to strum properly. You can't play drums if you don't know how to move the sticks, right? We have to make that muscle memory to get developed in order for us to look at a person and say, I know what to talk about. Because if you don't know what you're going to talk about, you're going to stumble over what you're saying and you're going to sound highly unprofessional. Sometimes saying too much doesn't make you look brilliant. Saying just enough is what closes the sale. And that is the power that as a sales professional you have to develop. The most powerful sales professional, they're not the ones doing all the talking. They're the ones that know just what to say to tug at the heartstrings of the person in front of them. And that person says, you know what? They're right. I need to get this. It will change my life. That's what we're supposed to do here. So here is an example, and I would love the whole team to contribute to it because this is practice for us. Here is Sophia. She is a single mom of two kids, Adam, age 12, and Alex, age 8. She is a dental hygienist, annual salary of 75,000. She does have a 401k, it doesn't have a match. She owns her home with a remaining mortgage of 350,000. She has retired parents who are living with her to help her raise her kids. Her dad is a retired veteran and her mom is a retired school teacher. You can put it in the chat or you can say it out loud. I would love to hear from you. What can we get this client for? What can we present? What are all our options?
Okay. There's so many different options for the kids. This is Sean, by the way. I would look
Hey,
at
Sean.
doing the $1 million baby program, setting that up for the kids, so their education in schools. Um,
What is the name
uh,
of that program? I'm sorry. What was it? The
the
baby
$1 million baby,
$1 million
it
baby.
helps pay for
million
their
dollar
kids'
baby.
school,
Okay.
education, set them up for all kinds of stuff. I've got it on my daughters. It's amazing.
It's,
Um, 401k, helping see about rolling that over to a get annuity to help it, advance better. That would be something you'd be amazing at, Imran. I haven't gotten into qualified for annuities. The parents, if they have like 401ks or any type of retirements that they can roll into the same thing, mom, a nice, good, if she didn't want to go with an IUL a whole life for her, locking in at a lower rate for the
mm-hmm.
rest of her life, all that. That's my thoughts.
No, beautiful. Anyone else have anything else to add to that? He got a lot of them.
I had a question.
Yes.
He stated that if they have a 4K1, that he will offer that to them, or
Yes.
will he try to tell them to do a IUL,
Great
which will
question.
give them, depending on their age bracket.
Yes, Stacey, that's a great question. So there's two different scenarios or three different scenarios here where there's an opportunity to roll it over. Dental hygienist, she does have a 401k, but if it's an active 401k, we can't really move it. You can, but it's too many
Okay.
rules. But she might have old 401ks that we could roll over. So that's a question to ask her. But I would immediately, knowing that she has parents that live with her, they're definitely retired. They definitely are utilizing their retirement account. Dad's a retired veteran. He has a TSP account, and it's probably pretty hefty. because he's worked his entire life to build this up. Mom is a retired school teacher. She has a 403b account, pretty hefty savings in there. And yes, when you roll it over, depending on your level here as an agent, you will get a percentage, 3%, 4%, depending on your level again. That's pretty good.
Right.
So what if you have $1 million rollover? That's a $30,000, $40,000 paycheck. Boom.
That is beautiful. Now,
Yeah.
would that be coming from a past 401k company, or would
Yeah.
that be coming from the one that they're working with now?
If it's an active one, meaning they are working there now, it's a little difficult to move.
Okay.
I wouldn't move it because it's just, but they're eventually going to quit, or she doesn't have a match. So you can tell her to put, the lowest amount into her 401k contribution, whatever it is, and maybe start a IUL, which is gonna it's gonna be in addition to that, she's gonna have a bigger retirement if she saves up more, and it
Okay.
covers her for life insurance needs in case she passes away. She is a single mom. Her kids can have, or not her kids, because they're too young to be the beneficiary, but her parents can have a lump sum come in and help take care of the kids. But there's different scenarios. She can get a term life, but it covers her for only a certain term. She can get a whole life.
Right.
She can get an IUL, and she can get a mortgage protection because she has a balance on her home. So she can get life insurance with her life, but covers the balance of the mortgage. So in case she passes away, the whole balance of the house gets paid off. So the kids don't have to leave the house. The parents don't have to leave the house.
So that's one product. That's one good product that I can offer her. But
You
the
can offer
second
for
product,
money.
yeah, but that's one.
Yeah.
But the second product is the one that, with her doing the 401k one, I mean the 401k. All
Yes.
right, all right. And then, depending on her age, if we want to set her up with an IUL.
Mm-hmm. Depending on her
And
age, yeah. If she's probably, hopefully not too
I'm
old.
gonna I'm, I'm gonna say she's about 43,
Yeah, that's
44.
great. You're right. IUL would be perfect for her. Because she's young enough, she's making good money, so she can contribute pretty well. I would start with 250 minimum, just so it has a little juice in it.
But
500.
all she can afford is no more than 100. Then there's another lady that can maybe afford 200. That's it. They can't afford 250.
It depends on them, right? So the more money you put in, the juicier the outcome. So but when you do the illustration, I like what Emma said. You calculate their fin number, you figure out what their whole in their retirement planning is, and you go
Okay.
backwards from that, and you run an illustration, and you plug
Yes.
numbers. If they say they can only afford 100, you do $100 and see how it performs. Then you don't sell them on the growth of the product. You sell them on the life insurance coverage and the coverage of critical care, illness. Those things are taken care of then. So depending on if you know the client can't pay too much, don't sell the growth. It's not gonna be that much growth when they're not putting a lot of money in, because then they're gonna be
Okay.
sad that they didn't get as much
Who
money.
is it? Okay.
I
Okay.
hope
I'm
that
sorry.
helps. And
It
that's it.
does. It really does. Oh,
So we will continue to do more of these scenarios. I have one more, but
right here.
I like that mother IUL, children's IULs, yes, $1 million baby IULs, and the parents have retirement income. That's perfect. Yes. Plus, you can do EOS with them because they're probably on, Medicare. You can do.
They go to the back door. I can't open up the gate.
I'm gonna. Can someone help mute? Thank you. Okay, so as we can see, a lot of amazing products that we can help her with. Now, I'm going to show you the second scenario real quick. We're going to go over that. And again, please in the chat participate. We have to make this a muscle memory. It's a team activity. Mark runs a parts manufacturing business with his partner George. Each take home an annual income of $400,000. They each max fund, sorry, I wrote fund, their IRAs, which is 7,500. They can only put in their IRA maximum of 7,500, right? But they each take home an income of 400K now. Mark is married to Susan. They have a baby. named Jenna. Oops, sorry. And Susan is a stay-at-home mom. Please throw out your ideas. Oh, Sean said estate plans. I forgot about that. That's a great idea. Estate planning. So what can we get these people? What when you see this kind of scenario, you meet Mark, and Mark has a business partner. Hey, we can do business succession planning. They need to have insurance policies on each other, so in case one person dies, they can buy out their share. Because Susan is a stay-at-home mom. I'm sure George doesn't want to run the business with Susan, who has no idea how to run this business. So if you have a life insurance policy on your business professional partner, you can buy out their share and be able to handle the business and give the portion to Susan, which rightfully should go to her so she can take care of her family. But you don't want someone that you can't run a business with coming into the business, right? So I don't know if you've ever thought of that, but that is an opportunity right there. Now, what else can they do? They don't have anyone want to share? I see some text coming in. Key person in great.
Hi, I would say that this is Valletta.
Okay.
The we should check to see if the men have life insurance policies, first of all. If they don't have anything, I would suggest an IUL initially for them. If they are about to retire, I recommend an annuity, depending on, well, they're probably not because somebody has a baby. And then Susan's stay. Okay. So for the younger one, just the IUL, and also we could look at a term if they want to pay off their mortgage. We could look for the Susan to see if she has an IUL, any type of insurance. If not, I would I'm sorry, it's my grandson. I would suggest an IUL for her and the
Yes.
baby, $1 million new IUL. Shh. Okay, 1 second. Turn it back on. And then Susan is a stay-at-home mom. Okay, yeah. So that is my recommendations. IULs, $1 million baby, pay off the mortgage, to get a term life policy, and IULs for the children, for the baby. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Loved it. Pastor Eddie, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of the same thing. No one really mentioned Excel Empire, but it would be a great option for their business
Yes.
to help them reduce taxes or find tax reduction strategies. Also, they may be eligible for one of those Roth, what do you call them? The Roth acceleration program that they have, where they take, the minimum is 100,000 of non-qualified funds, so they actually they have that income, which could very well go into that. But again, it would take sitting down, and it would be a great thing to have advisors. They probably could take advantage of getting a valuation on their business as well, so that they know what it's valued at in the event that they do have to sell, or they do have to do some type of buy-sell agreement. And so they have figures that they can actually grab and know for a fact this is what it is. And the other things are kind of what they said. The IRAs, they're fully maxing them, but if we could get them to think about, fully maxing their IUL or something along those lines, or even annuities, so that their money's protected and it's not subject to market volatility, that would be a great decision for them as well.
Loved it. And I see the chats coming in. Kim was answering the same. That was a good angle. They definitely have a tax problem. Martel, I did see your hand up.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm loving this. Hope everyone's having a happy Tuesday. I think everybody has gave phenomenal answers. One way that I know that I would go about this, along with the key personnel insurance and a $1 million baby, would probably be telling them that we should take a combination approach towards life insurance. So usually, I typically stay away from promoting term, but in a situation like this, I would promote an IUL with a term to kind of help with either mortgage protection or high income protection. with the IUL being combined. So I would give them a strategic approach so they can have the options to choose from, take everything I recommend, or maybe just take one or two products and continue to move forward.
I like that. So I personally, I don't like to push term also. Term is kind of my last, like, attempt at getting someone covered. I don't want to have anyone leave, like he said. I wouldn't do term, but then when you don't want someone to be left without coverage. So term is always your go-to at the end of everything because it's cheaper, but it covers them and protects their family in case something happens. Carmen? I don't know, Carmen, if you said something and you're muted. I couldn't see.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Did you? Yes.
Are you cutting up a little bit? Or is it just me? I don't know.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Good. The only reason why I wouldn't do the Roth Accelerator product with them is just simply because I don't really know what they're like. In just reading that, I really don't know what their lump sum is, right? I mean, like I see their cash flow, right? So I would assume that they got the 20 grand a month, but then again, saying we really don't know like where that huge pot of money is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if they got the cash flow coming in, then I would grab all the doggone cash flow. Make sense? So I would put it in Kaizen.
That's
so
right.
if they're
I was waiting for that.
right? Yeah, so I would put it in Kaizen, right? And then I would just sell them on the 15-year hold versus another, right? Versus another, 7-year strategy or something like that, that would, to get their money sooner. I hope everybody can hear me, right? So that's the first thing I would do on the life insurance side. And then for those that have a health license, I would do everything under the umbrella under asset protection. So somebody already said key persons. I don't know if anybody said income replacement. And then I don't know if anybody said business overhead insurance. I would sell them all of that. Okay, that's it.
Look at that. And okay, I'm going to throw another angle in here. And I hope it makes your mind think even bigger because all of these answers, Kaizen. When I went to law school, this is how we presented our essays, and we had to, figure out what this person can get a guilty conviction for. First, we started with murder, okay? 3rd degree, 2nd degree. We went all the way down to manslaughter, then assault. You would go down levels to see what would stick. And that's exactly what we have to do here. If you know that someone is making $400K, this is possibly a Kaizen client, like Carmen said, because you want to sell them a top-notch product for that level of income and then go to IUL. IUL will probably pay us better. So we do love IULs. So I know Carmen knows what I'm talking about. So there's different products that you can go, but we want to benefit the client, right? So Kaizen, then probably IULs. You can try the tax strategies. So many opportunities. You can try it all and see what works best for the client. Don't present everything. You study, talk to everybody, present the best plan because they are depending on you as the professional to give them the answers. Do not overwhelm them with 5 different policies.
Study 2 really good ones, right, Amrana?
Yes.
Study 2 really good ones.
Yes, that's the best advice I think Carmen would give, I would give is never overwhelm the client with many, many options. You're a professional, they expect you to bring it to the table and close them. That's it. I think some people do that. You have $1 million coverage, $2 million coverage, $3 million coverage. Don't do that. So that's some advice. I love the input, but one thing else I can add, they have a business. What do businesses have in order for it to keep running? Humans. They have employees. What if you can go in and say, hey, can we do maybe a retirement planning strategy with the employees? You can contribute, the business can contribute to an IUL on their behalf. And for those that can't get IULs, they can contribute to annuities. We have done that before. NLG will do a list bill where the business can pay to their personnel and write it off. How cool is that? So
what is the name of those companies?
Like NLG has a list bill option, right? So
what is it?
List bill, NLG.
MLG. Okay.
Yes. And you can connect with us. We can help guide you in that. So we'll connect you with the people that can help you. But they have those options available. You can even do health insurance for them.
Yeah.
Right? There's so many opportunities in this case alone. That's what I want you to do. When you look at a person or a group, you say, I know what I can present. And don't present 10 things. Try to present one thing first and say, oh, hey, I think there's another hole that we need to cover, and then go from there. Once you have their trust, then sell other products, because now they trust you. They know what you're doing. You're protecting them. But try to go in with one close first. Don't try to eat all of the stuff in the buffet. Eat one bite at a time. Okay. I hope that was fun. I hope that helped you guys a little bit to see things jump out at us whenever we think of a client and matching products. Did it help?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was great exercise.
Very helpful.
Gets your brain
Yes,
going
it's
too.
good.
Love it. Love it. You guys are not going to sleep at night. Look at that. So I'm going to try to do more of these so we can start looking at scenarios differently and really, really getting our muscle memory in. So when we're going out, we are powerful. We're like, hey, listen, let's have a clarity session, because I would love to see you prosper in retirement. Don't give them an option. Like, hey, will you be interested in me? No, I would love to have a session with you. Own it. You are a business owner. It's your business. No one else is going to make your appointments for you. Now, I have a really cool small training to end it with